What's up, guys? Welcome back to All Wings Everything. I am your cook, Spinelli. If it's your first time here, I don't want you to subscribe. I don't want you to hit that like button because you don't have a reason to do either one of them. I haven't given you a reason, but watch this video and you will have a reason after you finish this video. And for everybody else, that's your second time, a third time, a fourth time, a fifth time here, go ahead, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. You know how we do it on this channel. And today we're gonna do cilantro lime wings with a delicious habanero butter sauce. So guys, I hope you're in your kitchen. I'm already in mine. Let's go. All right, so here are the ingredients we're going to use for today's recipe. We have our Publix chicken wings. We're going to use lime, jalapeno peppers, crushed red peppers, chili powder, cilantro, peanut oil, ground cumin, ground chipotle, smoked paprika, seasoned salt, some salt, and pepper. So these are the ingredients we're going to use to get started. So guys, let's move on. All right, guys, so I've already measured out our ingredients for this recipe. I've already cut and cleaned our chicken. So what we have here, we have 2/3 cup of peanut oil. We have 1/3 cup of lime juice, a whole jalapeno pepper. I seeded it and diced it. 1/4 cup of cilantro chopped, a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of seasoned salt, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, a 1/2 teaspoon of chipotle powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of crushed red pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika. So these are the ingredients we're going to use for today's recipe. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to prepare our marinade. So what you want to do is you want to take your peanut oil and add it to a blender. Next, add your jalapeno peppers, lime juice, cilantro. Now you want to blend that together for about 30 seconds. This is how it looks. So now we're going to continue to add the remaining of the seasoning to this mix. So you're going to add next your salt, next your pepper, next your ground cumin, your smoked paprika, your chili powder, your chipotle powder, your crushed red pepper flakes, and lastly, your seasoned salt. And what you want to do is cover that up, and we're going to give it another blend for about 30 seconds to combine all the ingredients. And guys, this is what it looks like. All right, so let's move on. All right, so in this step, what we're going to do is we're going to prepare our chicken for the marinade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle some salt over the chicken pieces before I add the marinade. And what you want to do next is take you a Ziploc bag, add your chicken, and then pour your marinade into the bag over your chicken. Make sure you coat the chicken pieces well in the bag. And what we're going to do is we're going to allow these chicken pieces to marinate for a minimum of 4 hours up to overnight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let mine marinate overnight. For this particular recipe, I'm telling you, it would enhance the flavor. So guys, if you can't do overnight, 4 hours is good, but the longer the better. So go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys in the next step. Oh, by the way, reserve about 1/4 cup, a little under 1/4 cup of this marinade, because what you want to do throughout the cooking process, you want to kind of baste it in this marinade, and also after the wings are done, you want to top it off with some of this marinade. It's just going to give it some extra flavor. All right, guys, so I'll see you guys in the next step. All right, what we're going to do in this step is we're going to line our baking sheet with aluminum foil for easy cleanup. And also we're going to spray our grates of our baking sheet with cooking spray, or this is so the chicken doesn't stick to your grates. So go ahead, line your pan, spray your grates, and we'll move on to our next step. All right, so now our chicken is done marinating. Guys, take a look at that. Oh man, that looks beautiful. So what we're going to do now is we're going to remove our pieces, add them to our pan, skin side down, 1/2 inch to 1 inch apart as much as possible. Always try not to overcrowd your chicken on your pan. Give it room to cook freely. And once you do that, we'll move on to the next step. All right, so now it's time to throw these bad babies in the oven. I've already preheated our oven to 400 degrees. So we're going to stick them in there and we're going to let them cook for 50 minutes, turning them over after the first 25 minutes to allow them to cook on the other side. So go ahead, add your chicken pieces, set your timer, and I'll see you in 25 minutes. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to prepare some habanero butter sauce. And this is for you to dip your wings in and also to pour a little bit over your wings. Now, you don't have to do this if you don't want, but for me, it just adds a little bit more flavor. So we're going to use a third a cup of habanero sauce and 6 tablespoons of butter. All right, I'll see you in the next step. All right, so I've already melted my butter and measured out my 1/3 cup of habanero sauce. So I'm going to take that habanero sauce, pour it into my butter, and then I'm going to give this a good mix. All right, guys, this is what it looks like, and we're just going to reserve it until the wings are done. All right, I'll see you guys in the next step. All right, so now we're 25 minutes into the cooking process. It's time to turn our wings over on the other side and allow them to cook for the remaining 20 minutes on the other side. So go ahead, flip your wings over, stick them back in the oven, and I'll see you guys in 25 minutes. All right, so now the chicken pieces are done. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take that 1/4 of a cup of marinade that we reserved on the side, and we're just going to lightly brush the wings for some additional flavor. Guys, you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but again, it's all about the flavor, guys, all about the flavor. So what I do is I brush a little bit of that marinade onto the wings. So go ahead, do that, stick them back in the oven for 5 minutes. Then what we're going to do is we're going to turn them over, brush the other side, and put them back in the oven for another 5 minutes. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next step. All right, guys, so now the chicken is done. I've already flipped them over and basted the other side of the chicken pieces. I just didn't show you that. Wasn't a need to do that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pull these bad babies out, sit them over here on the counter, and take a look at them. Guys, take a look at that. What do you think about that? This is how your wings should look. Guys, they are ready to eat as is if you want to, but we're going to take this a little bit further. So take a good look at them, and I'll see you guys in the next step. So what we're going to do in this step, we're going to remove our chicken pieces from the pan, add them to an empty bowl. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the remaining of that marinade, and we're just going to pour it over the wings. So this is how much I have left. I'm just going to pour the remaining over the wings. Again, guys, it doesn't have to be that much. We've already marinated these things overnight for 24 hours. The flavor is already in there, but this right here gives it some additional flavor. As you can see, take a look at that as I mix it up. See, this is just a little additional flavor. And also what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to take some of that habanero butter, pour it over our wings, just to give it a little more of that flavor. Not too much. You don't want that much over it. Just pour a little bit over your wings and give it a good mix. Just like that. Like I say, you don't want to pour, you don't want it to be drenched in the lemon butter. All right, so let's move on to the next step. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to transfer those wings from the bowl over to a clean plate. Guys, these wings look delicious. Take a look at them. And this is what it looks like. And we'll move on to the next step. And there you have it, guys. Cilantro lime wings with habanero butter. Guys, take a look at this. This looks amazing. Simply delicious. As you can see, guys, I poured a little of that habanero butter over the top of those wings. That's how you want it to look. It just gives it that extra flavor. Again, you do not want to coat your wings in this habanero butter, because that's not what you're making. You're not making habanero butter wings. You're making cilantro lime wings. So you want the flavor of the cilantro and lime marinade with a touch of that habanero butter. Take a look at this, guys. This is just absolutely beautiful. All right, so now I'm going to do a little quality control, because I know you guys do not trust me when it comes to my cooking. So I'm going to make sure it's safe for you guys to eat. So I'm going to grab me one. Look at that. And guys, as always, these wings are amazing, delicious. All right, guys, that's my time for today. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. And again, the recipe is in the video description below. The ingredients is in the video description below. If you don't have these ingredients in your pantry at home, feel free to click on the links in the video description below and you can get these items from Amazon. And guys, thank you so much for supporting my channel. It's growing and I really do appreciate it. And until then, guys, I'm your cook, Spinelli, all wings, everything. And don't forget to click these video recipes right here if you want to see more. And I am out. Peace.